Great morning, everyone. You made it to Tuesday. It's a wonderful day, no matter where you find yourself. I want this to be inspiration and growth for you today. My name's Austin Haynes. I'm the creator of Meet Me in the Morning. A little bit of inspiration in your day to get you moving, to get you stirred up, provoked, excited today, right now, because every day, I don't know about you, but every day I need to do things in the morning that keep me energized, keep me excited, keep me inspired. So this is a part of my morning ritual, and through Meet Me in the Morning, I wanted to share it with you. And one of the things I do in my morning rituals, I read out of this book, The Self-Relliance Entrepreneur by John Jantsch, 366 daily meditations for your inspirational journey, whether you're an entrepreneur, solopreneur, side hustler, freelancer, whatever. We're going to give you something today. I'm going to give you something today. And I'm going to share with you a little quote about sharing. And if you a teacher, what would you most want to teach the world? Birds are chirping. Had a conversation last night about abundance. I had a conversation about, it's like my hallucination is that abundance is always there. You wake up today, wherever you find yourself, there's movement. There's wind, maybe. It's a springtime for me, so the birds are chirping, the greenery is coming out. There's movement, there's life, and to me, it's like abundance is always free flowing to us, albeit we have some challenges and obstacles, and we shut ourselves off to it. So here's one way we can open up that abundance. It's by teaching. So what we're going to share today, I hope you're excited today, because today I'm going to share with you, April 21st, Teach the World. So here we go. And welcome. Say good morning. Let me know where you are from and what do you most want to teach the world as you listen to this. And then I have a really interesting quote on sharing at the end of this. So here we go. Teach the world. The best part of the land is not private property. The landscape is not owned, and the walker enjoys comparative freedom. But possibly the day will come, interesting, when it will be partitioned off into so-called pleasure grounds, in which a few will take a narrow and exclusive pleasure. To enjoy a thing exclusively is commonly to exclude yourself from the true enjoyment of it. That was said by Henry David Thoreau in his work Walking in 1861, and it's pretty interesting as all the parks are closed. But they will reopen again, and we will jump in. So let's talk about the author's reflection here on Teach the World. And by the way, welcome. What is it that you would most want to teach the world, and are you doing it? Are you offering a gift to the world? A lot of people that are going to tune into this are offering something to the world, a gift. They want to teach. They want to bring something. So let's jump into what the author says about it. One of the more recent and somewhat controversial business practices is the no-holds-barred sharing of, well, everything. The digital and fully social landscape has made it much easier to do, but it is also a conscious choice to put into the world all that works, doesn't work, how you do it, what you learn, even the metrics of success and failure at your fingertips. Everything's being measured, right? That we put out there on the web. Is there any rules to what you should put out there for promotion? Let's go deeper. You can dispute it as a business or even promotional practice. But there's little doubt that sharing in this manner demonstrates a belief that there is no scarcity in the world. We just talked about that, right? We just talked about abundance. Hey, good morning, Karen. I would love to teach the world to live fully with who they are and feel the feelings. I had a feeling you were going to say that. I don't know why. Wow. And it's one of the things that I've really been embracing. And Karen, you're the perfect person to come on here and talk about this. So I got chills, by the way. You got goosebumps yet today? Make sure you get goosebumps today. It's your cells dancing. When your cells dance, you're alive, you're feeling. And Karen's a perfect example of being able to feel life. And just Jim Rohn says, let life touch you. And as Austin says, let life touch you, but don't let it bowl you over. That you were wired to overcome. Right, Liberty? Right, girl? You wired to overcome. You have things inside of you that you're not even aware of your ability to overcome. But the emotion of it is so powerful. The emotion of it is so strong that it can bowl us over, and it can make us think that this is all there is, and we can get stuck in the moment. So thank you, Karen, for sharing that. Be authentic. Be authentically yourself, and that's still a rare gift. As long as we go back through history and as learned as we think we are, authenticity is still rare. Now, there are people using authenticity as a tactic today. That's just the truth of the matter, because authenticity is a powerful tool. But if you're using it as a tactic, it will be short lived, right? So authenticity is something that you just embody, and just full transparency. Like, right, it's not something that we always have because we're human. But if we're aware of it, then we can we can embody it more fully. So let me finish up what the author is saying here for that little diversion. Great diversion, by the way. So you can dispute it as a business or even promotional, but there's little doubt that sharing manner demonstrates a belief that there's no scarcity in the world, that giving is just one part of receiving. And I got a great quote for you here today. I want you to grab. I'm going to say it at the end. Yeah, Liberty's kind of interesting. She's calm now, a little bit more. She waits for me. She waits to hear the beep when the video's over, and then she comes back. It's so funny. Today, freely share your gifts with the world. Talking to you. Are you listening to this video? Freely share your gifts with the world. Get over yourself. All right? It's not about you. It's about your gifts that the world must know. So I'm going to grab Karen's reflection here in a minute on what I said. So we can let me just finish this here. So today, freely share your gifts with the world. Teach what you know, contribute what you have, and reap the true enjoyment of your abundance, because abundance is right now. Abundance is flowing now. It's our ability to. I had this conversation last night. Without vision, the people perish. So can you do some visioning, but also remove the blocks? You know, what's getting in the way of your abundance? And typically it's past hurts, past trauma, past circumstances, beliefs about ourselves that are not true. Because right now it's brand new. You know, it's a brand new moment. Karen, thank you. Let me read. Getting bowled over is okay. However, getting stuck in it serves no purpose. Stuck in it, right? Totally agree. Yeah. So, and that's what happens. And I'm going to share a little personal reflection here about a great distinction that I had in my journey. And I really think this speaks to depression, is that depression is believing that the emotion, it's like there's a depressed emotion from a past history, a trauma, a story that's real, but it becomes morphed into our identity, and it defines who we are, as opposed to us defining who we are. And I think people like Karen's a great example of having experienced the life situations, the trauma, but being able to separate yourself, your true self, from that happening is where true empowerment comes. And it speaks to what you're saying here, getting stuck. We can be stuck in a moment. We can be stuck into thinking that the trauma, the happening, someone else's agenda is who we are. You know, my story was I never felt good enough because just because of the way I was brought up and raised, and could never measure up. And listen, everything has value under the sun, but in my journey, that was a very difficult thing to overcome, and it still comes up every now and again. But I let it go, and I'm able to step in and move forward, and be able to teach and share that you can feel the emotion, you can be authentic, and you can move forward in the face of that, and you can share your gifts with the world. And here's my quote: It's what you share, you keep forever. Let me start again. What you lose, what you keep, you lose forever. What you share, you keep forever. What you keep, you lose forever. What you share, you keep forever. That may have your brain spinning, right? But when I read this first thing by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and he says, the best part of the land is not private property. The landscape is not owned, and the walker enjoys comparative freedom. But possibly the day will come when it will be partitioned off into so-called pleasure grounds, in which a few will take a narrow and exclusive pleasure. And then they end here: to enjoy a thing exclusively is commonly to exclude yourself from the true enjoyment of it. We were meant to share. And what it means is that sharing is a magnification of what is, of what our experience is. Your gifts not shared is scarcity. Your gifts shared is abundance, and it magnifies. And it's the same thing with music and art. And yeah, Karen, absolutely. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. And if you can be more courageous and be able to embrace the pain and feel the shaky moments and step into them and know that you're going to be okay, that it's going to be okay, that you're going to, not only are you going to survive, you're going to thrive in ways that you never imagined. But we must open up to this very moment. We must realize that there's abundance flowing right now through you, and you must realize that you have gifts to bring to the world. I believe your truest fulfillment, people talk about happiness and fulfillment, and let me know when you have it figured out. But I personally believe it's a consistent dialing into, it's a consistent tapping into the moment. It's a consistent opening up to the moment. It's progress, it's presence, it's abundance, it's connection, it's source, it's all of the above. And it's our ability to dial into it, just like a radio station. And I want you to thrive today. And the one thing that I've been asking people to do with this video is just to share my public page and my YouTube channel. And I got an ocean of stuff we're working on, but I want to pour out every day, because here's what I want to share with you. And I shared this yesterday, and this is a good way to finish up, is that everyone will tell you that it's attitude. Tony Robbins says it's 80% psychology, 20% strategy. And you'll hear this all the time. You'll hear successful people. It's all about attitude. It's all about psychology. It's all about this. It's all about that, right? But then what I witness is like people spend 80% of their time on strategy. So if it's, if the game is philosophy, psychology, and attitude, that's what I want to bring to you. I want you to elevate your attitude. I want you to fully embrace what is, so you can move from that, so you can let it go and move forward from a place of peaceful power, poised on purpose and plan, so you can experience all that you're meant to experience, so you can give, you can experience the fullness of life in all of its beautiful colors and mosaics. Because that's the person that's just even more amazing. But a lot of people live their life afraid to feel. And let me just put it, listen, this is going to go up on YouTube and on LinkedIn as well. I literally put it all on the line. I got all my chips on the table. I quit my 19-year job to do this, to teach, to be out here. Walked away from it. 6-figure income. And right now, It's a day-by-day journey, right? But I will not stop because this is what I'm meant to do. This is what I'm born to do. And I will continue to do it regardless of what people think. And like, as a matter of fact, I was going to share this. Thank you so much, Karen. I appreciate you and appreciate you being here this morning. I missed you. And, I'm going to do this for you right now. I'm going to end this way. All right. So first of all, I want you to share your gifts today. I want you to grab something that resonates with your heart and I want you to share it today. Music, art, a quote, a teaching, a philosophy that you have. You can share it here if you want. Good morning, Carrie. And I want to read something to you that was on my heart last night and I was going to share it, but I'm going to do it now on this YouTube video because I'm just feeling it. And I think this will speak to you right now. This will speak to you right now as it speaks to me. And we must remind ourselves of this consistently. And it says this: people are often unreasonable, irrational, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some unfaithful friends and some genuine enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and sincere, people may deceive you. Be honest and sincere anyway. What you spend years creating, others could destroy overnight. Create anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, some may be jealous of you. Be happy anyway. The good you do today will often be forgotten. Do good anyway. Give the best you have, and it will never be enough. Give your best anyway. In the final analysis, it is between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. Do it anyway. Who cares? We're all living and we're all going to die at some point. So you're either going to die with your music in you, or you're going to play it loud and you're going to play it proud, even if one person shows up or nobody shows up. I've been doing these live videos when no one's on here. Crickets. No one. But you know what? Do it anyway. And that's what I want to finish with today. So that's one of my favorite quotes. What you're going to hear: it's morning. The birds are chirping. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. And there's a life to be lived. So feel good right now, right? Embrace what is. Have the consciousness to level up your emotions today. Move from survival into thrival. Thanks, Karen. Thank you for sharing. I needed to be reminded. Yes, we all need to be reminded. I need to be reminded, every single one of us. Paradoxical commandments. Share your gift here today. Share what you want to teach. Put it in the little comments here. And like and share my YouTube channel. I'm going to put the quote here, everyone. Have an amazing Tuesday.